Welcome back to Getting Some Head, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with my friends Aidan McCluskey and Shawn Gardini.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, man?
How are you, bros? Thanks for coming in.
We're okay. Well, I won't speak for Aidan, but I'm okay. Thank you for having us.
I'm excited. This is my first threesome.
Oh, it is?
Really?
It's only been one-on-one interviews so far, and I've been promising people that I was going to start doing threesomes. And here we are, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, happy to be part of it.
yeah, thank you for being my first, man.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll be gentle with you.
You got
What-
two smaller guys for that.
Mhm.
That's
I think
nice.
that's the best way to start it. I don't want to
Mhm.
start out with fucking two fucking Munfords.
Yeah.
I love Mumford.
Yeah, he's the man. Boys, I have so many questions I want to ask you.
I'm excited to hear him.
Yeah, man. If anything's too personal, just let me know. But just run out of the room.
Kit, maybe we should have like a safe word.
All right, what do you want to make it? What's one word that you think would be a total shutdown for everybody?
I can only
When you put it that way, I only think of one word. And
I
I
think
can't
so
say
too,
that
brother.
word.
All right, we'll make that our safe word.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Aidan, are you a fisherman?
I like to fish.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So this question could apply to both of you. Do you prefer to fish alone or with company?
alone.
Uh,
But it depends, I guess. It's nice to switch it up every once in a while, but most of the time I like to go alone. But I go fishing with my buddy Kyle a lot. That's fun. And I used to go fishing with my friend Hunter a lot, which is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
And then I used to fish with like my grandpa a lot and stuff, but nowadays I like to go alone.
Out of all those guys you just mentioned, who was your favorite to fish with?
Probably my grandpa because he's no longer with us.
Oh, my condolences.
Thank you.
Aidan, how about you?
I like to fish with people. I mean, sometimes I'll go out in like the afternoon if my girlfriend's working,
Uh-huh.
but otherwise I prefer it because otherwise I'll just be on my phone and fishing at the same time. And then I'm like, that defeats the entire purpose of what I'm trying to do. So,
I've never been a fisher, but does it make you feel more masculine when you really reel something significant in?
Yeah, well, I won't speak for Aidan on this, but when I catch a fish, I feel like a god. It makes me feel so good. It really is like the best feeling
Are you
ever.
ever shirtless when you're fishing?
Every once in a while, but not if I'm like around people. I don't like to subject them to that. But when I catch a fish, there might not be a better feeling. I love that feeling so much when you hook a fish and then you got to fight it a little bit and then you eventually get it.
Mm.
But then on the flip side, when you fight a fish for a while and then it pops off at the end, I might not. That's when I feel like the devil. I get so mad when that happens. You know what I'm talking about?
yes, I
right?
do. Because it feels like you were about to come and then you just,
Yeah.
they left. They got up and walked out.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That's exactly what it feels. Yeah. It's the best feeling in the world catching a fish for me. I don't know why, but it just is.
Now, when they get away, do you ever vow to catch that fucker again?
I don't vow to catch him again, but I do like say bad word. I get mad. I'll curse and scream. But then if I do catch a really big fish, I'll scream, but like a happy scream.
You have a specific, like a huzzah.
No, Eureka. No, but it is sort of embarrassing if other people are at the pond because sometimes I can't control it. I'll just be like, oh. But it doesn't sound like I'm coming. I'll be like, oh. And then when I get, I'll be like, oh my God. And I take a picture of it. It's so fun.
But I know they get it, though.
Yeah. It feels sort of like you are hitting the lottery because you're not really sure if
It
you
is
really
like
cast out.
gambling,
Yeah. You're like, I don't know what I'm about to reel in right now.
I've
It's
only been,
really exciting.
dude, I've never experienced the excitement, so maybe I got to give it another shot because the only times I've been fishing were on this one specific vacation where I went on with another family. It was my buddies. They invited me up to the Poconos with them, and it was kind of enjoyable for a little bit, but at a certain point, the dad beat the shit out of the mom.
Oh, no.
And then we went fishing, so it was just like more like, oh God, I can't wait for time to pass so I can get back home to my mommy and daddy.
In front of you guys?
It was upstairs.
Oh,
like we were
wow.
downstairs watching a movie. We were watching The Great Outdoors, and then we heard a ruckus upstairs, and then the next thing you know, the mom was wearing sunglasses the rest of the trip.
Oh,
man.
wow.
It was bad.
That must be such a weird feeling as a kid to hear a bunch of ruckus upstairs and be like, man, I hope they're having some nasty sex up there. And they're not just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. And
Oh,
I think that might have ruined fishing for me.
yeah, I could see that. That's sort of how I feel with golf because me and my dad, and my dad, not that my dad used to beat up my mom and then take me golfing. My dad never beat up my mom, but I used to be so bad at golf and I'd be like embarrassed that I was doing bad in front of my dad, and now I just never want to play golf again.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, daddy embarrassment will ruin you.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
want to make him proud.
Same.
Yeah.
I wrestled for a little bit, but I didn't invite my dad to any of my wrestling meets because I just knew I was going to get smoked.
Oh, dude, my dad used to come to my dad was like super into me wrestling.
Mhm.
And my mom too, but my mom wouldn't like watch. She would kind of like stand to the side and then wait till after. But my dad,
She was in the cuck bleachers.
yeah, yeah. And then my dad would just be like shouting and shit.
Would you think you would be that kind of dad?
No, I don't think so. I don't. Well, no, I don't think I'd be competitive with my kid. I guess it's hard to say since I don't have one. But what about with like Mikey? Do you? Because he plays sports, right?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty chill. Like we've done jiu-jitsu
seem-
tournaments, and you get very emotional, but at the same time, you don't want to be the wrestling dad
Yeah.
who just has to get carried out and asked to never come back ever again.
Well, my dad was never one of those dads. He was sort of in the middle where I would be the brunt of like his complaining,
Mhm.
where it'd be like, I'd have like talks with him after and stuff. But there were other dads that would like fight refs and stuff. That my dad was never that bad, but he was just into it, and he just cared, which
Yeah.
is always nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've never freaked out on my son. Because I know how emotional it is. It's like you're doing everything you could possibly do. It's like when you watch fucking like UFC fights, people are screaming things. It's like I'm surprised no guy has ever yelled back, "I'm doing the best I can."
Yeah. I did that once to my dad when I was at a track meet. He was on the sidelines and I think I was running a 400 and he's like, "Come on, you got that." And I'm like, I know, you got to shut up. As I was running by, I was like, "You got to shut up."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You fucking embarrassed me." It was like, I can't run any faster. I was pinning it, dude.
Now, were you vulgar when you addressed your dad, or were
No,
you chill?
my dad would have. He would
Yeah.
snatch me up if I was.
Yeah, we had our son was playing basketball for a while, and 2 seasons ago, my son had like a pretty significantly wigger coach, and his kid was just snapping all the time, and like the dad was like very critical of him, sometimes a little too much, but he was the coach, and you're the coach's son, you're going to get the brunt of it. But there was one time where the kid just screamed, "Shut the fuck up!" during the game at his dad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How do you think that car ride went?
Shit. Boy, how that bus ride went?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the home situation was probably similar to my experience in the Poconos when I went fishing.
Ah.
But yeah, a dad wigger tandem son meetup. It's never, it's always going to be emotional. It's a real May December romance.
Yeah. What was the son a wig too?
Yeah,
So
wig and
he
training.
he was probably just so pissed his dad was around.
Yeah, yeah.
Why can't you be in jail right now?
Yeah, like the rest of my friends' dads.
You need to pass another bad check. I don't want to see you.
Yeah, my dad was intense with wrestling, but never that bad. He just was nice, supportive. But it's stressful. Sports as a kid are stressful.
Dude, especially like any kind of combat sport.
I never did it.
Yeah, I couldn't. I never really handled it well. The pressure. It's too much.
When I did karate in I think 5th grade, I would always get diarrhea. And it really prevented me from doing my best because you got to wear a fucking white pajama suit.
Yeah.
And because my parents paid, they would always like give me the fucking the stripe or a new belt or something like that.
Yeah, I remember the stripes. My parents always used to make fun of me because I would go to the bathroom a lot. That's how I'd get out of stuff. I would go say I have to go to the bathroom, and then I would just sit in there and chill for a while.
It is nice.
When I was a really young kid, I used to go to the nurse a lot too because I found out you could like not be in school
Yeah.
from like a very young age, like maybe 1st grade. I would just hang out in the nurse and just make up new excuses to be in there.
Yeah.
And my mom always laughs because one time I went in there and I told the nurse that my butt itched.
Let me see it.
Yeah. She's like, let me kiss it, make it better. She gave me a paper towel and told me to scratch it and then sent me back to class. My mom always tells me that story.
Well, dude, relative to that was honestly my next question. And I thought of this because I was thinking about a lice check in 5th grade. But did y'all ever have cooties?
No, I wanted them. I was a bug chasing them cooties for a little while because I know, no, I can't remember an instance where I had cooties.
Those are real? What are they?
I'm incorporating all bugs as cooties.
Oh, gotcha.
Like lice is what made me think of it.
I see.
I never had no bugs, no.
No, I do remember a girl I went to
Never
school
had
with
no bugs.
had lice,
Yeah.
and you could smell her shampoo. I thought smelled really nice because you
Ooh.
would smell her like when she walked into a room. It was so strong.
Ooh.
I did used to like smelling ladies.
Dude, it is nice, like a nice
I
Garnier
still
fruit
kind of
teas.
like it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I swore that I had it at one time period because my cousin had it. And
Had lice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had cooties.
dude, we would spend so much time over at my cousin's house. And my aunt called my mom. She's like, "Yeah, Chrissy's got lice." And we were just chilling at my other aunt's house. And I remember freaking out because, like, when you're a kid, lice is like AIDS.
Yes.
It's like you're going to be stigmatized forever. And I just remember like sitting on the toilet as my mom's going through my hair with a comb. I'm like, I fucking hate her. And I didn't have it then, but like I knew that like it could just not be visible. And as luck would have it, like there was a big lice outbreak in our county at that time. So later that week we had a school lice check. And they were calling kids out by period. And we were in music class when they called our class. And I was like, this is it. Like, I feel like this feels like the Green Mile. It's like I'm walking to my death. And they called me and another girl, Jill, out to go to the nurse's office from music class. And we both went out. Jill went first and I was second. Jill had it. Then they checked me after her and I was fucking clear. And
Nice.
I walked back into class. I was like, Jill's got it.
Yeah, it's
you
not
right?
me.
Yeah, I never had lice. I remember being scared of lice, but I never had them. Never had anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think we had bed bugs when I was a kid. I think that's a newer bug.
Oh, my dad, he had a thing against bugs. I don't know why, like, because I
All
think
bugs?
he grew up, yeah, well, particularly like ants and bed bugs and roaches and stuff like that. Because I think he grew up like kind of poor with his family.
Yeah.
So anytime he saw ants,
Oh, dude, they
my
feast on
door
the
would
poor.
just fucking blow open at like 6 in the morning. There's fucking ants. You got food under your bed?
Did you have food under your bed?
All the time. Yeah. All the time. He hated it. But in the springtime, that would just happen.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
just somehow get in the grout, and then
I
it
got
would
some
be
too.
hell for me for like a week. It would be my fault.
Would they ever defend you?
Yeah. Just
Get
pile
over
around
them.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my armor.
My bugs. Daddy, those are my bugs.
Yeah. They're my friends.
Did you guys have a lot of friends growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky to have a lot of friends. I grew up in a neighborhood with a lot of kids my age in it, so we're still buddies now. It's pretty nice.
Oh,
I
that's
feel
cool to
lucky
hear.
for that.
Yeah. Same thing. A lot of kids in my town. And then when we combined townships, then the ones that played like rec basketball with my friends in town became our friends.
That's neat.
So I have like 10 really strong buddies from back home, like close
Oh,
friends.
damn.
Yeah.
would
Yeah, I
love
have
that
a
shit.
group chat with my buds.
Me too.
It's called the World War III Draftees. It's been called that for like 6 years now. Though. They're just still gearing up. for
Mine
it.
is our school was GET.
We're all out of draft age now, but it's still titled that. Wait, what was yours called?
Our school was GET, Galesville Ettrick Trempealeau. So, and then there was like a scandal of another group of kids that had a group chat that I guess was like racist, and it got
Nice.
leaked. So then we named ours GET Racist. So if it ever got leaked, they could just look at the name of it.
I don't think anything's more
Yeah.
diabolical than exposing a group chat and be like, can you believe this?
I don't
Yeah,
know
that ain't
who
right.
would do that, but they like exposed their friends in this group chat, and then some of them got like expelled for what they were saying. I don't know what it was, but yeah.
Upon mine initially
Maybe
hearing
they were
this,
saying the safe word.
hmm I think they're saying the safe word a lot.
Yeah, again, if you
Couldn't be
guys
me.
feel the need to blurt that out, go ahead, and
Okay.
I'll stop all questioning.
Thank you.
What's the nicest compliment you've ever received from a black woman?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. I'm trying to think. When they say, I've always talked about this, but when they say you goofy, that might be the nicest thing I've ever got. Like after a comedy show, when they go, you goofy.
I get,
That's a
yeah.
good. That's a good feeling.
After,
You go, oh, you mean it? Shucks.
yeah. Gee whiz.
yeah. Yeah, you goofy is the one I always like, just because comedy shows, if they like you, that's what they'll say. If you're a white guy, they go, you goofy.
Yeah. I get you crazy.
You
But it's
That's-
like
that. I think that's even better. Than
it's like when
way-
they pat
that's
you on the
better.
shoulder, they kind of like paw at you. You
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
a black woman paw.
Yeah.
There might be no better form of touch.
Yeah.
I just thought of a bad joke. Never mind. Never mind.
Would you accidentally say the safe word if you said it?
It is getting close to safe word territory.
Can you tell me about some karma that you received that you deserved?
Oh, I don't know. I wish I got these questions beforehand so I could prepare, because I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, what's something good that happened to you? You okay?
Yeah, my stomach's just growling.
Oh, man, you scared me with that look, dude.
My stomach's saying the safe word right now. I don't know. I can't think. I don't know. Maybe AIDS has an answer. I don't know.
I guess the most like direct karma I got was in high school. I hooked up with my friend's girlfriend while they were dating.
You bastard.
I know. They excommunicated me for a long time, but then we dated for like 3 years, and then she did the same thing to me with a guy she was in school with, like that she had met, and I had met the guy, and I was like, he seems nice enough, and she did it to me. Now they're married,
Oh.
so yeah, worked out in the end for her.
Did you ever think about throwing a rock through their window?
all the time? Yeah.
You never know. Maybe she'll cheat on him with some other guy pretty soon.
That would be
Then-
way more devastating. I think that's their move. Those people always do that.
Maybe
They get tired of the relationship, then they just find someone else while they're still in it because they don't want to be single.
Horrible.
Did you at least enjoy the forbidden fruit?
Yeah, at the time. And then I started to be like, God damn, she's annoying at like the last year of it. And then we broke up. And then I later found out that she was cheating on me from a friend of hers. And I was like,
dude.
well, I guess that's what I get because that's how we met. So it's only fair.
What is something that you guys fantasize about?
I don't know. I do the classic fantasies of just like saving the day a lot.
Yeah.
Like seeing a car wreck sort of a thing, or
No, like a bad guy comes and tries to hurt all my friends, and I stop him.
What race is the bad guy usually?
It's just usually Asian.
you know karate that well.
No, it's never really even a race. It's normally just like a indescript bad guy, and I got to stop him from hurting all my friends.
Yeah, I feel like those kind of fantasies, they dominate my mind much more so than sexual fantasies now.
Oh, I would definitely agree.
Yeah.
Watching like a true crime thing and thinking of like, that's where you fucked up. I would do it differently. I'd wait for him. I heard him in my house. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one. Do you guys know the Golden State Killer?
Oh
I
yeah.
know of him, but
Very spooky dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would break into people's house. He was a big raper too. But he would break into people's house, and a lot of times he would seek out houses that contain couples just so he could emasculate the man. And one of his tricks was that he would bind the man, and he would make him lay face down, and he would stack plates on his back. And he would say, if I hear these plates move, I'm going to kill your wife.
Yeah. A lot of those, because I know you're big into serial killers. Me too. But like that case, I was like, me and my girlfriend listened to this podcast when we were driving about it. And she was like, there was one where they played along and the lady like tied herself loosely. And she was like, see, that's what I would do. And I'm like, I'm assuming I'm going to die in that situation. So I'm just going to fight back anyway.
Mhm.
I would rather just die because he killed most of them anyway.
Yeah, and if a guy's wearing a mask and he comes in your house, like, you're not making it out of there.
Absolutely not. And as soon as it becomes evident that he's not there for your item, your belongings, it's like I'm just gonna fight until you kill me because I don't want to know what happens next.
Yeah, that's wise. I never thought of it like that. I think I'd be with you. I just remembered a new fantasy I have though sometimes.
Tell me about
It's
it.
sort of the same thing though. Because in my neighborhood every once in a while there'll be like a crazy homeless person or something. And I live around like a bunch of old ladies. Aiden's sleepy. I have my neighbor Karen, she's the best. And there's a bunch of other old ladies, so sometimes I fantasize about like a homeless guy terrorizing the old ladies, and then I just like get my gun and put like a shot between his eyes and save the old ladies from the.
How do they repay you?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Imagine all the cookies you're going to get, Shawn, when you kill one of these homeless maniacs for them.
Yeah, that would be nice. They already help me enough. They're really sweet ladies. So I fantasize about protecting the elderly in my neighborhood.
That's a noble cause, Shawn.
Yeah.
I think
And
so.
few things, just like a black woman's compliment, I feel like few things compare to the affection of a grandmom type lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the best.
What's her name? Do you want to give her a shout out right
Karen.
now? Karen.
Shout out to Karen. I shout her out a lot, but she's the best. Sometimes I tease her too, but it's all out of love, baby.
Now, what does a Karen type teasing usually amount to?
Well, I used to make fun of her a lot because she has like a lot of like liberal signs on her lawn. But then like all the old ladies in the neighborhood do, like in this house we believe in science and like that no person is illegal. But then like when a black kid walks down the street, they all like text in the group chat and like warn everybody. A chicken got loose yesterday too.
Oh God!
One of my
Did
neighbor's
she misinterpret it for a black kid?
No.
This kid's
But
clucking up and down the block. This kid's clucking and jiving.
I think one time, the only time that it actually did happen was there's two black kids in hoodies with like a basketball, and that's how they described them. They were like two suspicious teens in hoodies with a basketball walking down the street. Could be up to nothing, but just wanted you guys to know, keep an eye out. But yeah, yesterday a chicken got loose. They found him though. I forget.
Was he safe?
I think she's Holly.
Oh, pardon me.
So Holly's home, which is good. I checked my backyard last night because they were worried she got out into my yard. And then, yeah, every once in a while, like a homeless person will sneak into everybody's backyards and they'll take the eggs from the chicken and stuff.
Those little fuckers.
Yeah.
Dude, what a sweet
Like
crime,
Fox.
though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's sort of like a early, like late 1800 like crime, like
Yeah.
a
very
pioneer
medieval
crime.
of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Like, yeah, almost up there with horse thievery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly that's kind of encouraging because you just assume that every homeless maniac crime is going to be machete based.
Yeah. Really crazy and
This guy
violent.
just wants a continental breakfast. He's like, I got these 2 slices of bacon I need.
Do you think he tells his friends? He's like, I got the plug on eggs.
Yeah.
I know where to
He's like,
go.
"Hit me
Or
up
does
if
he
you
like?
need some eggs."
Yeah. Does he
probably
keep it a
keeps it to
secret?
himself.
Yeah.
I would if I were him.
Yeah, I get those fantasies now that I think about
You
it.
hear
But
this?
like, yeah, your stomach's going crazy.
Pardon me.
But then like, I just recently walked past a dude that was like in his girlfriend's face, and he was huge, and I was like, well, I can't do anything there. So I just kept pushing it. But it's like in my mind, I
Yeah.
would like to think I would do something, but no, probably not.
In your
Yeah.
defense, too, like those situations, they never work out in your favor
No.
because you end up fighting the guy and then she's going to be fighting you in addition to him.
Mhm.
Yeah. We were walking late on 6th Street a couple nights ago, and some guy bumped into me. You also don't drink those, so I think
No.
I was not that drunk at the time when we were walking, but some guy did bump into me, and it did cross my mind to just start fighting him right away. I think about that sometimes too with drunk jerks. I fantasize about fighting drunk jerks sometimes. Like when that guy called me some guy called me a F slur in the bathroom one time.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What, did he see you perform or just?
No, no, it was just like at a bar and I was pissing and I think I told the story on a broadcast before, so forgive me, but I guess he was like, they're doing blow in there for sure. There's like 6 dudes that went in together, which is like,
Yeah, I'm the
pot calling the kettle black,
Yeah.
pot calling the kettle a fag. And then, yeah, I just got mad. I was really drunk at that time, so I got mad at him. I took his beer and I threw it in the garbage, and then he wanted to fight me about it. And I had to recruit a bunch of friends, and I was like, we can fight now, and then he left.
Oh, dude.
But that's something I should avoid.
No, man, I like your chutzpah.
If I were sober, I wouldn't be doing that.
Oh, man, you got to stand up for yourself. You did the right thing. So this sponsored question comes from Alex Gilmore with Pauly Presley Realty. And Alex Gilmore with Pauly Presley Realty is your Austin and Austin area realtor. Mention GISH and she'll cover your rental app fees, give buyers and sellers a 1% rebate off of sales price, and she's here to help your next move suck less. Guys, what is something you think about way too much for no reason?
Fishing, I guess. I think about fishing a lot. Other people's comedy.
That's a good one. I get kind of hung up on that.
Yeah. I saw Tony Pepperoni last night. I can't stop thinking about him.
I don't know that fella.
He goes, Mamma Mia. And
like
then the
him.
crowd goes, Papa Pia. But I wasn't really thinking bad stuff about him. I kind of like him a lot. I saw him. But I think it's bad thinking bad things about other people's comedy. I think is a waste of time. And sometimes I worry that's all I talk about. Me and Aidan have been hanging a lot, and we kind of only talk about how other people are bad at stand-up comedy.
Well, we'll be like scrolling on Instagram quietly.
You can't get rid of it.
And then all of a sudden, one of us will just be reminded of something, and then it's like, what about this guy? Did you see this? And then it just spirals from there.
Yeah. But it's fun, but I feel bad about it. I shouldn't care as much as I do.
Yeah, I get it, buddy. This next question comes from Ellie Stockholm, and you can go to elliestockholm.com for all of your goth pog needs. Guys, would you rather have a nipple-sized penis or a penis-sized nipple?
Fuck.
Wait, one like penis-sized nipple or both?
Both of them, unfortunately.
Like a cold penis, or like when it is hot, it droops.
Let's go with a full-on, springtime penis.
A springtime penis for a nipple. I guess that. Because I feel like...
As a nipple? A penis as a nipple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, explain that away.
You could have a foursome. Well, no, but your regular penis is little. And I guess another question that's important to ask is, will they get hard? Can you fuck with the nipple penises?
You can.
What's the max length? What do we... Cause,
man, I wish I thought this out.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of my nipples.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious!
Because when mine get hard, they'd stick out like that.
Glass cutters.
So it's like it wouldn't even. I couldn't even pierce the gate.
Uh-huh.
So I think I'd have to go nipple dicks.
And devil's advocate, I mean, you look great with the chain on, so I think if you had some nipple jewelry,
oh,
I think you really
some clamps.
Yeah, maybe tie the whole thing together.
Yeah.
It could be fun too if they're long. You could throw them over your shoulder when you're leaving in a huff or something like that.
Good day, sir.
Yeah.
Guys, what is the best and worst financial advice you've ever received?
Oh, I don't know. Do you have Aidan might be better to.
Best financial advice was starting an LLC, and then within the first year making a bunch of larger purchases so that you could write it off, so that your first business year looks like a loss for whatever reason. But that helped me on my taxes. I actually got quite a bit of money back.
Nice.
The worst financial decision, probably buying a Chevy Equinox. The guy talked me into that, and the car did not last very long at all, and then had problems the entire time I had it. So
Did you have fun in it at least?
I guess, but people just kept calling it a mom car. But I was like, it's economical, and it really wasn't at
I have
all.
pierced nipples, and this is a mom car?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I remember my high school teacher and my old wrestling coach, Mr. Meralda. Shout out to Meralda. He told me to like get a credit card when I was really young and just like put a spot of my Spotify on it. So that's what I did for like years and years from when I was like 16 to when I was older. So now I have pretty good credit because of that.
Oh, nice.
That was smart. Other than that, I'm really not that smart with money. I kind of just keep all my shekels. Well, I am smart with money, but I don't use it for anything. I just keep all my shekels locked away.
I do see you doing this a lot.
Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but I do save all my shekels.
You lay on it at night. It's just a hoard of money.
Mm-hmm.
This next sponsored question comes from Brendan Owens, who wants to give a shout out to his cat, Arlene, who is 21 years old, and he just wants to let her know that he loves her very much. My friend Brendan Owens would like to know, Shawn, how did you become a producer? Did that come before stand-up comedy, or did stand-up comedy come first, and then you got into producing?
Well, I went to college for it. So I went to college for like TV stuff. Like media studies and production is what I studied. So I would work in like TV, and then I worked in like production studios for a little while, like internships, and then I started stand-up when I was 21. And so then I had like little gigs, like internships like that, working in like media, so like doing video editing and stuff. So I was like a year into comedy or something when they fired Lemaire, and then Shane hired me. So that's how I started producing. And I felt really bad about that. I remember because Lemaire was one of my first friends doing stand-up. So I called him and asked him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, it's okay." So I just that
was the appropriate way to handle that.
Yeah, I thought so, but I still felt pretty guilty. But it all worked out in the end. But yeah, so I worked in like radio and like, you know, like PA jobs and video editing jobs on and off because that's what I went to school for. But I never really made any money doing that, so I was doing like carpeting and shit like that too, because that's what I always would do for like money as a kid.
Blue collar, man.
I guess so. It's sort of like the biggest meth head trade you could do is flooring, but I would do that, and I would do like internships, and then I eventually just started working on the pod. And I still had an editing job, like a corporate editing job, up until like a couple months ago, and I finally quit it.
Nice.
Because they took my health insurance away.
Those little fuckers.
Yeah.
Aiden, what kind of jobs have you had?
A lot of weird jobs. Yeah, like I was telling you guys last week, I did like construction for a while. That was probably one of the longer ones I had. In Las Vegas, I was part of a pyramid scheme for like 6 months, and I was selling internet and cable in Walmarts. I wasn't doing stand-up anymore. I didn't really plan on going back. And then one day I just showed up, and the office was like completely shut down. All the lights were off and stuff. And I was like, I guess I don't have a job anymore.
Did you walk around Walmart?
We set up in the electronics department with like a black table, and then I would have to be like, excuse me, who do you have for internet and cable? And then if they didn't have Cox, or if they had Cox, I had to pitch them on.
What if they had pussy?
Then I had to pitch them on DirecTV.
Excuse you?
Yeah. Excuse me, do you have a cock?
Do you ladies have cock?
Yeah, we got a transphobe in the fucking electronics department.
No, we have Spectrum. Well, I know it's a Spectrum, but I'm just wondering about your internet provider.
Oh, man. This next question comes from Lil Matt Tattoos on Instagram. That's LIL_MATT_TATTOOS. Matt is one of the best tattoo artists I've ever come across. Check out his tattoos and his artwork as well. Can each of you tell me about your first fight?
Oh, I can't remember my first fight. I can remember some of them. I never really fought when I was in it. Well, I fought when maybe like my last fight was when I was like 20. I remember I got into a fight with the Indian kids in my neighborhood because I thought they stole my bike.
Pretty good guess.
Turns out it was left in the woods by there, so I found it. I can't remember so well because I smoked too much weed and stuff. But the Patels, so I thought they stole my bike, and then I think I found it in the woods behind their house. And I was wrestled since I was like really young, so I remember just putting a clinic on these foos.
Whoa, nice.
I was like arm throwing them in the lawn. And
Oh
stuff.
my god, dude.
I was really young, but yeah, that I remember that one pretty well. I used to get into fights with like my friends and stuff too. I remember I fought my friend Jeff. We were on vacation once, like down the shore over air hockey.
Air hockey?
Yeah, I remember we both just punched each other in the head a couple times and then
Pull
cried.
his shirt over his head.
yeah. And we got sent to the penalty box. Yeah, those are two I remember. I remember I punched a guy named Philip Castellano, who I still know now. I like talk to him every once in a while. He's actually in town not too long ago. But he's making fun of me for having red hair. I used to get teased a lot for having red hair. So I remember he kept making fun of me for having red hair, and then I just punched him as hard as I could. And then we never fought after that, but that was a punching on the way to the bus. I remember he was following me, just being mean in my ear. And I was just like, I'm not going to take it anymore.
Did you get all red in the face?
Probably, yeah. I used to be an emotional little guy. I still kind of am.
No, it's hard not to be, though. It's like, what do you want me to do about my hair, man?
Yeah, I can't change it.
Yeah, that was that used to drive me nuts, getting teased for the red hair.
Mm-hmm.
You ever go like short haircut?
Yeah, I would always. It looks more red when it's short, honestly.
Oh.
My dad used to threaten me with like, because I always had hair kind of like this, never like bright orange. So when there'd be like a really ugly redhead who's like really pale skinned and super orange, like Jufro type thing, my dad would be like, if you're bad, your hair's gonna start looking like that. And it would work. I was really scared of it. I don't know, I'm yapping, but Aiden's probably got some good fight stories.
Not really, honestly. Me and my buddy, I remember I think this was my first fight. Me and my now friend Austin, we got into a fight at a football game. And it was like a high school football game. I think we were like in 8th grade. And I don't even know what started it. But I remember I was on top of him. I put sand in his eyes. Then he took my finger and bent it back and like snapped it. And then I had to be in a cast for like a month or
That's
so.
a real fucker move, man.
Yeah, I know. We both were fighting extremely dirty.
Now, when he broke your finger, did you stop fighting immediately or did you keep going?
We kept going, and because I didn't really think it was broken. And then my mom picked me up. And then before I went to bed, it was like starting to swell up. Yeah. And then in the morning, it was like completely purple. My dad's like, I'm not bringing you to the fucking hospital. It's just sprained. So I went to school that day. And then
dads hate taking you to the hospital, man.
I don't know why that is. It's just like, no, you made your bed, you gotta lay in it. It's like, if I hadn't fixed it, I probably wouldn't be able to like bend my finger the right way because it like snapped it all the way up. Damn. And then I was in like a cast up to here.
Although permanent middle finger would be fucking yeah. Especially you. Just bro, break the other one.
But that's really the only one I can remember.
Did your dad feel bad like after you got diagnosed?
My mom tried to make him feel bad, and he was like, well, he fucking did it. He's the one that got into a fight. And it was like, yeah, I guess you're right, but I did actually need a cast. I think the only time he had brought me in when I said I needed to was when I was in 1st grade and I busted my wrists. Mm-hmm. Then he brought me in. But there was another time in high school I fell back and snapped my wrist. And waited like a week. He's like, it's just sprained. He's like, can you move it? And I would be like, a little bit. And he's like, it's fucking sprained then. You're fine. And then I finally got to go in and get it checked out. And I had a busted wrist.
Oh, dude.
Never apologized for that.
Dude, a cast is one of the simple pleasures that I wish I could relive. I might actually break something again so I can get a cast.
I never had one.
Oh, Shawn, you got to give it a shot, man.
I'll try.
It itches, especially if you got a summertime cast. It heats up, and then when they take it off, it smells funny, and it's like you can barely move your shit. It's
the
really
relief
nice
is so it's like popping a big zit.
Oh,
as soon as it comes off, that the smell and like your skin is like compressed and gross looking.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
You guys aren't making it sound that good. If
Sean,
I
it's
But
the
it
best,
feel-
man.
the
All your
relief-
classmates
yeah.
right on it.
That's the part that I was always so jealous about. I always wanted to get the attention
Mm-hmm.
from the gas, the signatures, and maybe get a couple girls to write on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You got to
what I
hope they
always
write
wanted.
something nice, though.
Yeah,
Nothing would be worse than getting a girl who's a real fucker.
you're gross fag.
You gotta have some Indian doctor read your gross faggot before he cuts it off your arm.
He's like, I've been there before.
What injury do you think you've gotten the most sympathy for?
I don't know. Whenever I do get an injury, I try to get as much sympathy as possible
You have
for
to.
it. Like when I had my epididymitis, I was telling everybody about that. When I had my butthole abscess, I was telling everybody about that. But I never really had any injuries so bad. Like I never really broke a bone besides my nose or my ribs.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Probably my nutsack or my butthole.
Okay. Relative to something you said earlier, when you went to the nurse with an itchy butt, did you have a legitimate itchy butt? And do you think that's tied in to issues you had later on in life?
No, I don't think so. I think I was just trying to get out of class, but it is a nice piece of foreshadowing if that was
Yeah.
the case. I was kind of a nasty little fucker. Like when I was in like 7th grade or something, I remember my Italian, I took Italian.
Ooh.
And my Italian teacher told me I was itching my scrotum too much in class.
She used that phrasing.
Something along that. Yeah, she's my privates or something like that. I was always just scratching that thing. It's pretty embarrassing.
Well, Italian
now.
class is like the perfect class
Yeah,
to
true.
adjust yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm learning over here.
Yeah. Man spread to adjust your nuts.
Yeah, I was just being as Italian as possible, and she didn't like it. So yeah, I was a weird little guy.
No, I think that's perfectly normal, Sean.
Thanks.
What about you, Aidan?
Oh, probably my kidney surgery. When I had that, I got to play that up pretty good.
Did your dad think it was something you were sprained or something?
No, that time he was, well, I do remember I was in the hospital and I was like really sick.
Uh-huh.
And I was like complaining and he goes, "It's all about you, isn't it? Just a bunch of fucking complaining all the fucking time."
I'm dying.
Yeah, he's like, "I can't stand it." And it was like, Jesus Christ, dude. It was like day 5 of being in the hospital. I was like, my back hurts. I want to go home. I know you want to go home. I want to go home.
You want to go home to your fucking ants that you caused? You piece of shit.
So he would never lean into the sympathy. I literally had that conversation with him like the other day because I had like, started to feel like I was getting a sinus infection.
Yeah.
And he called to see how it was going down here. I was like, oh, he's like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Oh, pretty good." I was like, "My nose is still plugged up." I was like, "I think I'm getting a sinus infection." He goes, "I know you're sick. You've been sick every time I've talked to you for the last 2 weeks." He's
Yeah.
like, "What do you want me to do?
That
You're
reminds
1,000 miles away. I can't do anything." I'm like, "I don't know." I was just, yes, how I'm doing. I'm sick. I don't know, man.
I think that's probably he wants to help you,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't help you.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I think.
Yeah. That's a nice way of thinking about it. But he just, I don't know. Anytime that I have an ailment, my dad cannot stand it if I bring it up.
Yeah, my dad's similar in that way. We've noticed that me and Aidan's dads, they're both policemen.
Yeah.
Former policemen.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a policeman thing.
I think so. Did your dad talk about like being a cop very much?
Hardly ever.
My dad doesn't either.
But sometimes now he'll tell me a story where I'll be like, Jesus Christ, that's horrific.
yeah.
And then he would just have to come home and eat meatloaf
Yeah.
after like seeing some guy hang in his own house,
Yeah.
bloated and overdosed on heroin.
Yeah, he'll get drunk and talk about it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, whoa. And I was just like playing video games in my room and he'd be like, "What's up, bud?" And it's like, I don't
Yeah.
even know what you saw
Yeah.
today. But as
Yeah.
I grew up, he never talked about being a cop.
Yeah, me neither. And every once in a while he did. Maybe he did back then, but I was just too busy whacking off to listen to him.
Do you think someday you'll like corner your kids and like tell them some horror story about comedy?
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think
this
I
guy
will.
used to be such a hack.
I got called a faggot in the bathroom. Boys, last question before we move on to the Patreon
What?
episode.
Oh, okay.
What is something that you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for a lot of stuff, honestly.
Yeah. I'm just kind of grateful for my life right now.
Yeah, me too.
My girlfriend's great.
Nice.
We have a nice place, and things are going as well as they can be, I guess. So, pretty grateful for just kind of my life in
I'm happy to
general.
hear that.
Yeah.
Me too. Especially down here, I got a lot of good friends. You get to make a living doing this kind of stuff now. It's pretty sick.
It is very nice.
I've been trying to appreciate it more.
I love hearing it.
I'm very
Sean.
grateful for my life.
I love hearing that. You guys are the fucking best, man. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for
I'm
coming
grateful
on.
for you too, man.
Yeah,
Thank
you
buddy.
too, man.
Likewise, guys. Looking forward to part 2 with you guys. And what do you want to promote before we head over there?
Oh, no, just Shawn Gardini on social media. If I'm touring, that's where you'll find it. And Optimum Noctis is here at the Creek in the Cave the first Tuesday of every month.
Great show.
And we might start doing 2, so keep an eye out for that.
AIDSman109 on all social media. And then also, I forgot to mention last week that I have a podcast too called The Goat Mentality on my YouTube. So, yeah. Thanks, man.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're heading over to Patreon for part 2. Go to patreon.com/getinsomehead. We'll have part 2 with the boys. Tons of other supplemental episodes from previous weeks. And also, we're going to do an After Dark episode where we're going to talk about love and romance.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you over at Patreon. On top of that, too, one other thing I want to mention. If you want a Getting Some Head custom episode, I'm doing them now. We'll do it over Zoom. I'll interview you. It could be about anything specific you want to talk about, or if you just want a general interview where I ask you general questions, let me know. You can get it as a gift for somebody, whatever you want. I'm happy to do it. And you can get that at onperks.com. All right, guys, we'll see you over at Patreon.
Goodbye.